to begin, I wanted to ask about the final moment in the film, which really haunted me the first time I watched it. And it seems to answer the question as to whether or not Minjung has a kind of supernatural powers. But I wanted to, rather than just ask if she has these powers, ask you if it matters to you whether or not she actually has the ability to, make a leaf burn on the top of water.
あんまり関係ないんですけど、つまりなんか人を救済しようとかなんとかとかするんですけど、とりあえず何も救済はされないんだけども、なんかかすかなしかも役に立たない奇跡が起こるってことで、その希望につなぎでいきたいなというエンディングですね。ただあんまりこういうことを解釈するとバカみたいなんであんまり言わない方がいいかと思うんですけど、だから僕はそういうふうに撮ったんですけど、お客さんは勝手にいろいろ解釈してもらった方がありがたいですけど。
So I don't think it concerns me that much, and I think with that last shot, I just wanted to say that well, she does cause a miracle, but it's a very useless miracle. But regardless, it's still a miracle. So I wanted to kind of connect that to a hope in the end. But this is my own interpretation, and I fear that I kind of sound idiotic when I start interpreting like this. So I'm open to the audience interpretation.
Great, and I'm also very curious about the research that led you to this project, both within the zainichi community within Japan and mystic traditions from Jeju Island, as well as the operations of religious organizations and cults in Tokyo. It really seems like there's a lot of research that went into both of these subcultures.
あんまり特にはリサーチやってないんですけど、もともとその主演となったヒョンリーをどういう映画の中で生かしていくかということから考え始めまして、彼女がコリアンジャパニーズなんで、もちろんその背景は生かした方がいいなと。それでそこから始めて、それで、じゃあ、宗教的なことにしていこうと思ったら、最終島っていうところはその民族信仰が結構あるということなんで、おばあちゃんがそこから来たっていう設定にしようっていうところがまず初めにありました。
So I think it began with I didn't do too much research, but it really began with the Hyunri, who the actress who played the protagonist in the film, and well, she's of course a Korean, a Japanese actress, and I was very interested in her ethnic background, and then I happened upon this idea of religion, and that's how the character of her relationship with her grandmother developed.
そこで、そういうリサーチやってる最中に知り合った新大久保に住んでる本当の巫女さん、シャーマンの人と知り合いまして、その人にその儀礼的なこととかいうことをトレーニングしてもらったりとか、それでそのおばあちゃんがその何年頃に日本に来たんだろうって考えたらば、最終との事件っていうものをその時初めて、知りまして、じゃあこの背景としてこの映画の中に生きていけばいいかなということで取り込んでみました。でリサーチっていうのはその、民間信仰をする時の聖地探しにチェジュ島に1回行ったくらいで、特に深いリサーチは、かなりリサーチ好きなんですけども、今回そんなにやってないですね。
So along my research, I met a lot of Korean people in Japan, especially in the region of Shin-Okubo, where the Korean town is. And I did meet some people that practice shamanism as well. And the Hyunri, the main actress, of course, she actually trained and practiced the mannerism of being a shaman from an actual practitioner. And in developing the idea, and I posed myself a question of how long ago did her grandmother come to Japan in the story, and that's how I happened upon, and that for the very first time I learned about the Jeju uprising. So that's how I got to know about the historical background. And in terms of research in Jeju Island, I only went once to learn about the folk religion. So I quite like the research process, but I didn't do too much this time.
And was there any research into the kind of financial operations of religious organizations in Japan, as well as the interaction between marketing organizations such as Dentsu and large religious organizations like this God's Water cult.
あれはもう全然フィクションで、まあ電通だったらそのくらいやるんじゃないかと思って、優秀な企業なんでそこでいいかなと思って。
Well, not too much research, but I wouldn't pass it by Dentsu to do something like that, honestly.
ただ後で電通に行ってる映画監督いるんですけど、我が社にそういうセクションはありませんって言ってましたけどね。
But one of my contacts in Dentsu did tell me, and he wanted me to reiterate that there is no such section in Dentsu.
Great. Throughout the film, Hyunri's character Minjung has kind of a growing awareness of actual mystic practices from Jeju Island, but I'm very curious about some of the early practices that she uses, such as the cell phone recording of her voice speaking Korean, where the subjects of the cult play her voice back. I thought it was a very fascinating ritual, and I was wondering where this came from.
いや思いつきですね。
It just came to me, really. It just popped in my mind.
結構思いつきでやってるんですよね俺。
A lot of it is just like that. It just comes to me.
IQ が結構低いんですよ。だからね、かなり思いつきとか、神様が俺に降りてきたとか、そんなことばっかし現場で言ってんで、バカ扱いされてますけどね。
So my IQ is quite low. So on set, they treat me like, like a silly man because the God came descending upon me and gives me ideas. I just say things like that on set.
It worked though. At this point, I'd like to take some questions from the audience. We should have 2 microphones circulating on either side of the seats. So if you do have a question, if you could raise your hand high. I see one 4 rows back, right here. If you could pass the microphone along. Thank you.
I was wondering, what camera equipment were you using to film the entire feature?
カメラ一番安いですよ。キャノンのスチール用のあれをメインにして、緑のところと夜間の一部はなんつうのカメラちょっと忘れちゃった。ちょっとはそれよりマシなものを使いました。基本的にはそのキャノンのなんつうのいいなんとか忘れちゃった名前。よく使ってる普通のムービーじゃないスチール用のやつですね。
So I used pretty cheap equipment, and mainly I use Canon's camera that's specifically used for still photography generally, not film. But I use a slightly better quality for the scenes that take place in the forest and at the nighttime scenes.
Yeah. It's main. No, 5D. Very poor.
Great. We have another question right here. If we could bring the microphone down to the 6th row. Okay, thank you.
Thank you for your really interesting film. And I want to know your intention when I see the movie. When Minjung was totally fake, people really liked her. Then suddenly she she went back to her tradition, and she started to feel true meaning of her shamanism. Then all bad things are happening. So I want to know, what do you want to try to say? Like a fake religion is working better, and when it gets to real spirit into, there is more trouble. And so I want to ask that question. And second comment I want to make is, actually, Minjung, when we pronounce it in Korean way, Minjung means oppressed people. So do you have any intention to use the name Minjung, or is it by accident?
Oh, I actually didn't know that.
それは偶然です。
Yes, that's good. Total
いや
coincidence.
それねヒョンリのお母さんにチェックしてもらったんで女性の名前と何がいいっつってそれでそこを出してもらったのがその名前だったんだよね。
That's quite interesting because I consulted the mother of the actress Hyunri to suggest a name, and I had her check. So
で名前はそれとしてあとその全体的にその嘘でが偽物と本物ってのどこが偽物でどこが本物かだとかあとこれは聖なるものでこっちは俗なるものだとか、そういう区分けこれが僕はもうなんか微妙なものにしか見えないんでだからそのおっしゃるように最初すごいインチキ宗教から始まっててただインチキ宗教の時の方が少しは本物に見えたりもするんですよ。それでミンジョンがじゃあつって本気になって世界を救おうってこうなるとちょっと少女のなんか異常なロマンチシズムみたいな感じになってこっちの方が嘘に見えたりもする。ただこの救済とか物事っていうのはそういう嘘も偽物もひっくるめて聖も俗もひっくるめたところから何かが光が見えてくるんじゃないかなっていうのは自分の中の発想としてあるんでいろんなものを映画の中に放り込んでみたくなるんでこういう映画の作りになってます。
So in regards to what's fake and what's real, and this idea of what's holy and what's secular, the distinction to me is very ambiguous, and it's very interesting because sometimes a fake religion will appear more real than an actual true religion, and as you saw in the film, once the actor Minjung gets very serious, there's a sort of a romanticism in that, and that appears more fake. So, but for me, I thought that idea of saving people or the idea of savior or grace sometimes comes from that ambiguity and the true mixture of the holy, secular, and the fake and the real. So it was my intention to throw in a lot of different things in the film.
Okay, great. I see a hand right here, very close to the microphone.
Thank you. First, as Joel said before, thank you so much for sharing this film with us, and to the cast members who are here too. Thank you so much for all that you all did to help bring this to life. It was a very moving film for me, so I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm curious, and forgive me for not knowing too much of the background beyond what you share in this film about the way in which groups like this are perceived in Japan, or how visible they might be to general public. But with that in mind, I'm curious to know about any reactions from audiences in Japan that you may have heard in response to this film that stand out to you, or even among people that you worked with in making the film, any particular responses to the film in Japan that have stayed with you powerfully. Thank you.
特にそのカルト宗教云々に関してはみんなないと思うんです。僕も特にないし、カルト宗教自体に僕も研究したこともないですし、それはないんですけど、ただ一回だけこれを撮るときに行きました。一個のカルト宗教に行って、なんでかというとこの中でDJ 神父っていうような形で結構わけわかんない宗教出てきますよね、もう一つ。でそこの時当初は本当のカルト宗教行ってゲリラで撮ろうと思ってそこでリサーチ行ったんですけど、でうちのスタッフがそこだったら OK だっつうんで行ったんですけど、行ったら信者がずっとついてきて案内されて、それでそこの先生かなんかの説教をずっと聞かされて、で結論としてはすごい分かりやすくて、金を払えば幸せになるっていうことだったんで、そうかいい宗教だなと思ったんですけど、ただそれは行きましたけどゲリラができないっていうことだけが残念な話で、ただそこを行っただけで別にそのカルトをうんぬんつことはみんなうちのスタッフも全員あんまりそんな特に興味はないとは思いますね。で一応これカルト宗教扱ってますけど、別にどこでも機会聞く話だと思ってるんで、その会社であったりとか普通の社会とかってことですね。
So in regards to cult religion in Japan, I don't think we had any preconceived notion. I certainly did not feel inclined to research before this film. And but during the shooting, I did visit one cult organization, and I think you saw in the film. There's this character of a DJ priest, a very silly religion. But for that scene, I had originally intended to do a guerrilla-style shooting of a real religious cult, and I did visit one, but I ended up being escorted around by the believers, and they led me around and told me that their religion is all about as long as you give us money, you'll be happy. And I thought, oh, what a great religion this is. But in regards to all the treatment of cult religion and so on, I think it's a quite universal theme. It could happen anywhere, and this link to the shady advertising world and so on, I think it's a very universal theme.
あと質問他にありましたか？忘れちゃった。あ、客の反応ね。客の反応はどうなんだろうね。評判はいいんですけどね。もちろんいろんないっぱいお客さんが入る映画みたいになんていうんですか、涙を流してみんな立ち上がって何とかするっていうのはなかったんですけど、どうでしょうね。反応はどこの国でもあまり変わった感じはしないんですけども、それは僕の性格上悪口言われたら忘れるっていうことがありまして、褒められるとずっと覚えてるっていうことがあるんで、だいたい記憶の中ではいいことしか覚えてないっていうので、だからどこの国に行っても一緒ですね。
So in regards to the response of Japanese audience and how it was received there, I think the word of mouth is pretty positive. And I mean, nobody cried or gave me a standing ovation, but I think all around, all across the board, it was pretty positive. And same goes for other foreign countries as well. But that just might be my tendency. I tend to forget criticism very easily, and I remember praises all the time. So my memory might be a little skewed.
I see a hand that's been waiting right here.
Thank you. I just wanted to say that it seemed to me that as this lady talked about how people lost interest as it moved from the scripted to what she really felt, that they also seemed to lose interest as it moved away from the personal, where it was aimed at helping individuals and making them more peaceful and happier, to the general and saving all the souls in the world. People kind of lost interest in that.
Yeah, I completely agree with your interpretation. Did you just should I give you more? I think you got it.
I agree.
Great. I think we have time for a few more questions, one or two. I see a hand right here.
Hi, I guess I'm curious about how you kind of incorporated the subplot with the Yakuza into the kind of the main religion kind of story. Thank you.
やはりさっき言ったように生と俗っていうことを入れていきたいんで、それでやっぱアウトサイダーっていうのが自分も好きで、そういう映画もね、自分の映画は結構そういう人たち出てくるんで、やっぱそういう俗っぽいところのなんかこうよくあるステレオタイプなものも取り込んでいきたいなと。ただそういうものを含めて彼がじゃあそれで本当に悪なのかもよく分かんないんですよね、自分の中でも。彼は彼なりの生き方してるんだろうしっていうところの中で視点としてはそういう形で見てます。ただその救済っていうところを考えるときにさっき言ったように聖なるものだけを取り込んでいくっていうのは自分の中にはないんです。でもちろんそこに俗っぽいものも入れつつの光を見たいなみたいなところがあるんで、その典型として入れてみました。
So as I said, the division between the secular and the holy, I wanted to highlight that and also make it a little more ambiguous. And as an example of the secular or the more of a vulgar things in life, I think the Yakuza, the outsiders, were people that I'm particularly interested in, people at the margins of society. But I wonder though, I mean, are the Yakuzas, all these people on the margins of society, are they truly evil? I don't know. I think they're just leading their own lives. But as I said before, in delineating this idea of saving people and having grace, I think it comes from this conflating very complex relationship between the holy and the secular.
I think we have time for one more question from the audience. Do we have any burning questions for Director Yamamoto? Let's see. Any questions? Right, I see a hand up in the back, right here.
Thank you. What was the biggest convention of filmmaking that you wanted to break in this project?
Good question.
やりたいですか、自分が自由にやることが必然的にそういうふうになってくるんで、自分がやりたいことをやりたいスタンスで、気持ちよくやれればなっていつも思ってやってると、今のところインディペンデントのスタイルになってるんですけど、最近はちょっと年を重ねて、悪賢くなってるんで、なんか今メジャーで撮っても何でもなんか言いなりにふりして何でも撮れるかなっていうような気持ちはあります。ただだから今のところは結構どこでも気軽になんか自由にやれるそうだなっていう気持ちはありますね。だから何をテーマにして、そこで鉄則がうんぬんつく形はないんですけど、芝居はオーバーな芝居は嫌だなとか、カメラもちょっとリアルなところはリアルに切りたいなとか、そういう部分的なことはいっぱいあるんですけど、全て自分がやりやすいスタイルでやってたら、でも映画はみんな監督個々やりたいことやってるんで、みんなスタイルが違うと思うんで、ちゃんとした監督がみんな自由にやってると思いますよ。それが他の映画と比べてみんな特殊、各々みんな特殊だと思いますね。
So I think it just comes down to, for me, the essential thing is to do what I want to do freely and comfortably as possible. And but as I grow older, I find myself getting a little more wily, and I've been finding out that I can get away with doing freely what I want to shoot and what I want to do. Of course, there are little concerns such as I don't prefer overacting, or I try to use the cinematography as realistically as possible. But I think all directors, good, capable directors, all stick to their individual styles, and I think that works best.
I think that's a great note to end on for such a rebellious independent filmmaker such as yours and presenting this great film. So I want to thank you so much for
Thank you so
coming to
much.
share The Voice of
どうもありが
Water.
とう。ありがとう。